To another episode of the Casual Gamer MT. Here to show you a anti-Behemoth hunting horn build. Just to clarify, I've been asked a few questions with some people that normally watch my channel. Again, just to clarify, the builds that I work with are not necessarily the best or the strongest. Again, it's more geared towards the casual player. If you don't have a lot of time to play this game, you just kind of casually play it, and you have some of the gear, you can put some pieces together to have something that's equivalent to the meta gear. Not necessarily equivalent, but I would say similar stats, just alternatives to whatever the meta gear could be. So that is what I do. I will never say that this is like top of the line best gear, because it's really not. It's just alternatives, and they work. So this is my hunting horn healing build. Let me show you real quick. Let's get started. Equipment info: Datura horn level 3, Dantis Air Alpha, Coltrot Irie Alpha, Coltrot's Rage Beta, Xenojiva Spine Beta, Coltrot's Wrath Beta, Defense Charms level 3, Vitality Mantle, Health Booster. Now to decorations, we have Gobbler Jewel level 1, Sonorous Jewel level 1, Steadfast Jewel 1, Resistor Jewel 1, Gobbler Jewel 1, Friendship Jewel 1, Gobbler Friendship, Satiated, and Friendship Jewel. And that is about it. Skill info: wide range at level 5, so items affect nearby allies in a much wider radius with full efficacy or efficiency. That's really what I want to say. So when you're consuming high potions, any other type of essentially potions, you will affect your entire group at its full efficacy and at a much wider range. Stun resistance level 3 prevents stun, which is part of, I believe, both the Dantis hair and the Coltrot's armor piece. Defense boost at level 3, added defense, which is pretty usable. We have blight resistance level 3, nullifies all elemental blights. The Behemoth has the fire element, and lightning element, in which case, if you get burned, you will not suffer the burning effects. You don't have to roll 3 times, so you pretty much put the fire out. And you will not suffer the lightning blight, which, if I'm not mistaken, increases your chances of getting hit by a critical attack or critical hits. Speeding at level 3 greatly increases my item use speed. Again, this works great with wide range, because not only you're affecting yourself, but you're also affecting everyone around you. And again, when you heal or any buff items that you use, you're using them a lot faster. Critical boost level 2, that's part of my Coltrot's Irie. Free element, that's part of the Coltrot's Rage, which we just kind of ignore that because we don't need this. Critical Eye, also part of my Dantis hair. Power Prolonger is part of the Coltrot's Rage, so ignore pretty much these. You're not necessarily doing a lot of DPS. You're pretty much playing in a full support role. Horn Maestro, great decoration, because it will extend the melody effects duration and increase health recovery. In this case, the hunting horn, well, actually, before I get to that, let's continue to the last skill, free meal. This is actually pretty awesome. Every time you eat a potion or anything else, there's a 25% chance that when you consume the item, it is not discounted from your inventory, which is great, because it definitely helps when being an actual full healer during the fight. And I think it's actually a pretty good skill to use. It actually works great. Now the hunting horn that I'm using currently, the melody effects are self-improvement, health recovery small, health recovery large, scoutfly whatever, ignore, and earplugs large, which is good because the Behemoth does have a few attacks that before he actually performs in, he actually growls, so earplugs is actually a great skill to have. What did I want to show you besides the actual build? Items. The items that you carry are very important. In this case, I did not fill them up. But anyways, potions, high potions, antidotes, which you don't really need because you're not fighting, the behemoth is not really poisoning you. Energy drinks. Very helpful. And your team will actually appreciate it because you're giving them a stamina boost. Also dash juice. Where is it? Mega armor skin. I tested it. It actually worked. It boosts your defense even more than a regular armor skin, and this also affects those around you, including the adamant seed and including the might seed. So the items you carry also play a very important role when using this type of build. Again, you're not playing a DPS role. You're really not. You definitely will attack for sure, but you're not really relying on DPS. You are strictly there to heal and to keep everyone around you buffed and healed at all times. Really high defense. I'm at 438. Also, depending on what you consume or eat, or depending on what meal you choose to eat, will go even higher. My fire resistance and my thunder resistance are over 10, so I have already a buff. You can take it higher depending on what you eat. And just a side note, it's got a pretty good poison attack, so you can actually poison the behemoth, which is one of the blights or whatever one of the status effects that he's kind of weak against. So not a bad build, not difficult to put together, and is strictly a support role. So for those of you who actually like to play healers, I hope you enjoy it, and it's actually quite fun. And I've used it a few times, and it was nice keeping everyone alive, keeping everyone buffed, literally constantly during the fights. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or any advice, like I always say, yeah, feel free to leave a comment below. Alright guys, thanks for watching.